Welcome to the 688 MIDI Studio demo. Rewinding it right now. This machine's considered the holy grail of Porta Studios, as you know. I'm sure you know what you're looking for and you know what you're looking at. I refurbish these machines. This is, and I refurbish a lot of them. This isn't all in wonderful, beautiful cosmetic condition, but it is in excellent electronic and mechanical condition. Let me see if I can capture some of the flaws on this machine. Very difficult. There's some cosmetic stuff on the meter bridge. Let's see. Some paint chipped back there. Right there, there's some on the front. Okay, that's just to give you an idea. Let's look around the back. Some of the paint on the rear panel is kind of worn, but otherwise this machine is in tip-top condition for your analog production needs. Okay, so I think I've captured a lot there for you. I'm also going to post photographs. So let's start the demo. This is a tape that I recorded in 1994. A local artist I was working with, Mr. Burgess, and we laid down a bunch of analog tracks, and then I synced my MIDI gear with it and added drums and keyboards. So we will continue here. We'll go through some simple operations here. Here's the shuttle. Here's the record arming. Let me, record arming buttons. All the buttons work great. I did have to do some transport servicing. I had to put a new motor in and a new belt. So there's all your track arming. Here's your display here, your patching matrix. Basically, we're using track 12, scene 12. You can use up and down buttons to go to different scenes. Press the recall button to recall that scene. But for mixing purposes, we're using track 12. Scene 12. And you can see that the main assign button works, effects assign, input assign, the mutes. Mutes come in handy because they can be triggered by through MIDI. You can use the mute function to mute any tracks. I'll show you that.
Sing this song. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Young sweet flower child, so wild and carefree. Best times of the strongest love spent with you and me.
Then you have your various other assigns. You can link the dual channels. It's basically a 20x8 mixer where you have 10 main channel strip with fader, and then you also have an additional 10 this strip right here, additional 10 channels to plug your MIDI gear into, or your synths, whatever. And then you have your pans, and those 10 channels, the master's right here. That's all you can use these for, is line in for basically electronic instruments, or any kind of line in like your cell phone. But there's no EQ or effect sends or gain pads on any of these. They're just line inputs. Nevertheless, it is a 20 channel input mixer. Now these channel strips here give you pan, auxiliary sends 1 and 2, post and pre. You've got three-way graphic EQ with the middle being sweepable, which is parametric, and then you have your gain pad. So let's continue on.
Drove for endless hours, too fast for you to see. A sudden stop, not fast enough, finally set you free. And I wonder what went wrong. You sing this song. I love for you.
You also have a very sophisticated cue monitor system.
Flower child, so wild and carefree.
If you take it out of group 1 and 2 and go to cue monitor, this whole strip are your levels for all 8 tracks and your pans. And you can set up your cue monitors that way. Let's go back into group 1 and 2, which is left and right bus. that is MIDI clock signals. I striped track 8 to go out to my MIDI sequencer. It basically syncs up all the MIDI gear that I recorded drums and strings on. So that track still resides on track 8. That's how the MIDI Studio works, basically. We'll go through transport controls here. Stop, rewind, fast forward. Counter works really nice, as it should. Play, pause, and then of course record, but I don't want to accidentally record on this tape. But as I showed you earlier, record arming for tracks. All the buttons work and all the functions work. This machine has DBX2 noise reduction, which is what made this machine sound wonderful. You use it in conjunction with a chrome tape. Let me demo the pitch, because you can adjust pitch on here. Notice I have it set on fix. Pitch is very stable. No losing of the pitch that it's supposed to be selected. Usually machines, when they come in, there's a problem with the pitch switch and the switch pitch control, which makes the machine unstable. This one is very stable. Here is your MIDI I/O section. We have it set on off right now, but you can go to scene data to save or load your scene data to an external device. I used to save to, in the beginning, a cassette, and then eventually I used an Elisa's data disk. And it basically dumps or loads system-exclusive data via MIDI port, and that's all the internal patching. Then there is your sync function. You can have an external device syncing the machine, but if you've got track 8 striped with MIDI clock signals like I do here, this becomes the sync device. This is the clock. So you would not be using MIDI sync or external sync. So we'll set that back in the off position. Also, some extra features while you're punching in and punching out parts. You got monitor mode here where you can use the insert or the mix, which is very handy. So let's continue on here. All right, well, that concludes our demo here. Hope you enjoyed it. And make sure you pick this machine up because, as you probably already know, it is the holy grail of Porta Studios. This is a must-have. I used one of these myself throughout the 90s. I think I purchased mine in 1991, and I used it all the way up to 2000. And I did a lot of productions on this machine, not this same machine, but the first one that I had. I have a lot of excellent productions on my website. I'll post the link for it that you can hear of 30 years of music productions that I've done on this machine during a 9-year span. But a lot of that stuff I dumped the tracks into a digital realm using my DAW to do a lot of post-production. Nevertheless, most of the source on my audio gallery came from the Tascam 688 MIDI Studio. All the channel inputs and channel pre's are all functional, everything operates, and everything with the transport is clean. Everything operates as it should. And there you go. This completes the demo. Thanks for looking.